What you're seeing right now is gameplay from one of my streams. Now, I'm about to show you guys a build for Valkyr and or Valkyr Prime that virtually gives you unlimited energy so you can stay in Hysteria for the whole mission plus usually. So yeah, there's a few exceptions, but for the most part, unlimited energy. So here's that build, and there will be more of the gameplay you're seeing on screen a bit later in the video. Of course, ability, strength, Talford, of course. Then we have armor, again, for because normally I would have this be health regen, but Valkyr, while in Hysteria, can regen her own health, so it's not really needed. Ability strength again, and energy, maximum energy field on spawn again. So, yeah, pretty brilliant. And then I guess I'll go into the abilities real quick. We have Ripline, Warcry, Aqua Blades, which I use the helmet system, and I just like using Aqua Blades along with Hysteria. I just think it's pretty cool, but really you can replace this with anything. It doesn't really much matter. Or you can stick with Valkyr's paralysis or whatnot. It's fine as well. And then Hysteria, of course. I know Hysteria doesn't have a lot of damage by default, but you can, it adds up and it has a good amount of life steal. So basically, you're kind of not invincible, but really hard to kill. Okay. Now, let's get into the actual build. I'll keep myself hidden so I don't cover the arcanes. But basically, we have Steel Charge. We have Hysterical Assault. We have Prime Continuity, Prime Flow to keep that energy pool going. Umbral Vitality, Umbral Fiber, Equilibrium, Umbral Intensify, Eternal War. I'll be honest, I barely use Eternal War, so because I forget to use Warcry a lot, so if you're going to replace any augment, either Hysterical Assault or Eternal War are your best bets. And then adaptation, just because I like the idea of adaptation, it makes more sense now though. Now that Valkyr actually is not invincible. Even in Hysteria, Valkyr is technically not invincible. So she just gets a good damage reduction. And because of this, she has a lot of armor. Speaking of armor, we have Arcane Battery. I have Arcane Battery to rank 5. Gain 0.30 maximum energy per armor point. Up to 1,000 energy. Okay, so yeah. That's quite a bit. Arcane Blessing, just because I like Arcane Blessing, okay? You can really put anything here. Technically, a melee Arcane might be better if you want to maximize the damage. But, as you can see, I spawn into every mission with 1,518.9 energy. Okay? Yes, I spawn in with a crazy amount of energy. And thanks to Equilibrium, every time I pick up health, I pick up energy and vice versa. So I have a lot of energy and whatnot. Alternatively, you could probably replace Equilibrium, but I like having very nearly unlimited energy. So that's just my play style, my flow as it were. Okay. And then there is one more stat we do have to check. Also, I do want to point out that they changed the whole hysteria thing. So the drain only goes to, I believe, a max of 10 energy. So essentially, essentially you can stay in hysteria almost the whole mission, or even possibly the whole mission with this build. Also, I guess I'll show you guys the talents that the arcane I have for the talents, and I have, of course, Tenokai on Valkyr talents, and it does work on Valkyr talents as well, just like it would on any melee weapon, Tenokai. So there we go with that. And because of that, her talents do a total of this much damage in general, and Hysteria has its own heavy attack as well, in case you're curious. So yeah, it's actually pretty cool. That's how I get in the red crit territory, just from Hysteria's heavy attack. So yeah, it's pretty cool overall. And that is how I have my Valkyr Prime built. So yeah, the whole stick drift thing was kind of annoying to find out. I mean, very annoying to find out. I mean, I suspected it for a while that my PS5 controller had stick drift among everything else that's wrong with it, but I finally confirmed it today when I plugged it up to my PC to play a game, and the character thing kept moving on its own. At first I thought it was a bug in the game, but it kept happening, and I confirmed it was a stick drift thing.